Hey, do you have a minute? Hopefully you do. I'm back, guys. This is my second video this week. I am super hyped to be back in the swing of things. If you are new here, my name is Siani. I am the creator, the host of this podcast. And I made this podcast to really feel like, you're talking to a friend. Some of my episodes I bring people on and talk, but other times it's just me talking about real life things, faith, relationships, life. Just me, a 20 something. I'm 21. I ain't old enough yet where I'm scared to say my age. So I'm just on here talking about life and life at my perspective. So if you are new here, welcome. Um, Watch the video if you like it, subscribe, and send it to somebody who you think may need it. So let's get on with the episode. Oh, and to my new viewers, I also want to let y'all know that I'm doing a new thing. I guess this is to my new and current viewers. And my episodes are not going to be scripted. I'm not going to write a whole bunch of questions out and try to hit all of them and answer them just because I'm just not a scripted type of person. And I just think that if I'm going to portray as if this is a conversation between me and one of my friends, which it is, ain't no portraying. But if it's going to be a conversation, I don't be talking to my friends on my phone like, oh, okay, and what about, I don't do that. Like, I just speak from the heart. So I wanted to come on here and speak to y'all from the heart as well. But I was just reading my word, I was reading my Bible, and because I wanted to be led on like what to talk about, because I kind of like had some different ideas on what I would talk about, but like I really didn't know what I was gonna talk about. And I'm a writer, like I'd be like really writing stuff down, and I encourage anybody, especially because like I'm a retired crash out. I can say this now that I'm like actually retired. Like I feel like I would say I'm a retired crash out, but I really was not retired. Like I still had a little bit of crash out energy, but I think that I'm like very calm. Yeah, I think I'm very calm that I can say that I'm a retired crash out. Um, and so journaling has really changed the game for me. Like I go back and I look at my prompts and like just like to be a little vulnerable. I used to be scared to journal because when I was younger, my journal did get read, and it felt like such a breach of privacy that I just never felt safe to journal. But it was something that I did to like blow steam. Um, and so I felt like when I first got back into journaling that it was very performative. Y'all see me doing this just because I'm a little bit uncomfortable, just because I'm talking about like a uncomfortable topic. So yeah, I come on here, I'm transparent and vulnerable with y'all, but that doesn't mean that it's not uncomfortable for me. It's like, it's definitely a bit uncomfortable, but I'm gonna push past it. It's no big deal. But I felt like I was always performative when I was journaling because I was always journaling for the sake of if somebody else sees this, like if you read this, if somebody who was not supposed to read it, which is nobody other than me, reads this, what are they going to think? So when I would journal, I would just always be, but so careful to not go over the edge. Like I'll be like mid crash out and then like do a curveball. I'll be ready to say some crazy stuff and then be like, and like me going back and reading my journals, I could tell exactly when I was about to hit the deep end and just started swimming back to the shallow end. But I had told myself like, no, I'm going to write in my journal my feelings because it's my journal and I have to reclaim back that part of me that was stolen from me. And if somebody reads my journal, you better have some popcorn because chances are you're in there. No shade. If you feel the need to go and read my journal, I hope you read something about yourself because that's none of your business. That is none of your business. What goes on in my head, that's none of your business. So if you decide to go snoop through, I hope you find exactly what you're looking for and more. I hope that you would never, ever, ever pick up anybody's journal after reading my journal. That is my prayer. It's like no, I'm not about to play like that. But no, for real, like And if somebody reads my journal, I will cut you off for life. Like no shade, but like that's just like really a breach of privacy. I just feel like that's just like actually really crazy. Like that's just entitled to feel like people can that's somebody's that's somebody's thoughts in their brain that they just trying to get out their brain. And I know for me, I'm such an overthinker that I would like think myself into a grave, not literally, because like the tongue is power in the tongue, but like I think so much that I be having anxiety attacks and everything like that. So like I really love journaling because I be thinking about 1,001 things all at the same time. When I journal, I finally just feel that release, and it's like it's still a part of me because it's my secret journal. Like it's my journal that I'm opening up and reading. I can go back to any point of me, any time where I felt like I was like on a ledge. I can go back to that. And I sometimes I be crying reading my journal because I just be like, dang, 6 months ago I was crashing out. I thought the world was ending. This problem that I'm reading about was the biggest problem in my life. The person I was learning about was the biggest op in my life. And now I'm here, kumbaya, right next to the person. We not ops no more. That ain't no problem. That's a non-factor. It just goes to show how different, like, and I think that that's really important to see because a lot of times you can't see the change until you see it. Like sometimes when I be reading my journal, I be like, what the heck? Like I'm not. I be like, what the hell? Like he's like, what the hell, Leonte? Like I'm reading my journal, like I was doing too much, but at that moment, I wasn't doing too much. It was my raw feelings, and it's like nice to be able to go back and like see my raw feelings and know exactly how I was feeling. So that this is really what this video is about. Like y'all probably like, okay, like your interests be mad long, like get to the point. No, this is the point. Journal, journal, because you will see so many sides of yourself that you would never have thought you've seen before. And also, let's really get into it. Let's really get into it because two things tie together. I'm a rom com girl. I'm a romance lover. I can't get enough. I can't get enough of romance. I don't want to watch no movie if it's not a romantic comedy or if it's hardcore romance. And I don't want no romance movie where like it punch you in the stomach at the end. I want the predictable movie. I want the movie that in the beginning you already know the end. 27 Dresses, The Notebook, 51st Dates. I want a movie where you know exactly what's going to happen and you still watch it. I love that. I love that. I don't care. It ends with us. That I did not expect that to be the end. I did not expect that to be the end. Anyone but you still love that. I love romance movies, rom coms especially. But so with me having like loving romance, I feel like I have such like high, and I don't want to say high expectations, but like I just have like I don't want to call myself a hopeless romantic, but I think that that's the term that's used as like you just like see romance and just like love in such a different light, and that's just me. Like I love, like I love so much. I love it. um and it's like sometimes you be watching those movies and you be like, oh, to live in a world like that, or like, oh, I wish my boyfriend thought how the main character of this rom com or this romance movie thought. Like, like that's really what it'd be like. It just be like so heartfelt. It just be like, do romance like that even exist anymore? Like the Notebook. Come on now. Come on now. I cried. I cried. I don't care. I cried. I cried. And my first time watching it was a couple months ago, and I cried. It was so beautiful. Just loved it so much. Um, but you just be thinking like, do love like this even still exist? And it does. But the problem is that we be looking so much for someone else to pour it into us that we forget to love ourselves that way. Clock your tea, because I know I clock somebody's tea. Clock your tea, because I know I clocked my tea. You be looking to receive that love. Like you just think like, dang, I want to be loved by another person like this so bad. I want to know how it feels to be loved like this. But then you look at yourself and it's like, do you even love yourself like that? And I know we talk about self love and But what is it? Like, really, what is self love? Like, self love is self care. Like, self love is saying that you love yourself and you setting boundaries or you prioritize it. But really, what is self love? Like, there's so many different things that's thrown out there that tells us what it looks like to love yourself, what self love is, how to amplify self love. Like, there's so many different things that tell you that. But some people miss the mark and some people just don't get it. And I know that I'm one of those people who have missed the mark and have just didn't get it. Just because, especially just in the day and age we live in, like, let's be real, external validation is everything right now. I'm not saying that that's a good thing. I'm not trust it's a bad thing, but it's like being validated by other people. Other people pour it into you when you can't even pour into yourself. Like, that's what's just like so necessary right now. That's what the world tells us. The world tells us that you gotta be loved so deeply and obsessively by an obsessive, yeah, I think it's obsessively by someone else. The world tells us that we can't love ourselves that deep where we got a big ego and you vain. You can't, and I'm not saying obsess over yourself. Don't be vain. But I'm saying that the world tells us that when you when you love yourself, how you look for a person to love yourself, that it's a bad thing. Because the world wants us to need validation. That's really what it is. Um that argument between your boyfriend buying you flowers and it's like, I just want you to buy me flowers because I want to know that you're thinking about me. I want to feel special that you will come home and buy me flowers. That's nice and all. But if you want flowers so bad, why can't you take yourself to the and I'm not discrediting and saying that your boyfriend shouldn't be getting you flowers because he should, but if he can't pick up in that aspect and that's something that's important to you, why you not going to the flower shop and making a day out of picking out yourself some flowers because you want some flowers? What Miley say? I can buy myself flowers. Like, take care of yourself. This is for boys and girls too. Like, I know it's kind of a little bit biased because I'm a girl speaking from my point of view, but do it for yourself. Like, do it for yourself. Like, don't always wait for other people to do it for you. You got to know what it feels like to do it for yourself so that when other people does it, it doesn't like I feel like so many people get caught up in this trap, right? That when people show that they love and they care about them, if they have never shown themselves that they loved and cared about themselves, that when other people do it, it can almost just be used to manipulate them in the future. And that's a whole nother topic that I don't want to touch right now. But I feel like when you're not used to loving yourself, when someone else shows you love that feels so like brand new, even if it's just in the beginning, because that's how some people get trapped. It be just in the beginning. You don't love yourself and somebody is loving you more than you love yourself. You dive so deep in that when they snatch the rug and then when they start showing these traits and like doing manipulative stuff, it's like you're already in the deep end because you fell so deep in because you've seen the love that you've never experienced because you didn't give it to yourself. Whereas if you know how to love yourself, somebody can come to you with that same love and it's like, thank you, I appreciate it, but that love is not the only love that I'm running on. So if you was to take your love away, I still love myself. But if you was to keep the love, I'm loved twice. If you take it away, I'm still loved. That's the point that we need to get to. So I say all this to say I was watching a podcast and I was listening to a podcast. And I don't remember what what podcast. Like, I'm not about to steer y'all wrong or nothing, but it said to write a love letter to yourself. And I was at work one day, and this is how I came up with this episode. I was going through my work bag, and a lot of times I be journaling at work, but like, I don't take my journal to work. So like, I'll journal on a piece of paper, fold it up, put it in my book bag. I'm like, I'm gonna take this home with me. I'm going through my work book bag, and I'm just like looking through all my piece of paper because I'm like, I know I'm gonna find something that I want to talk about in my podcast. Lo and behold, a love note that I wrote to myself at work on March 13th. I'm gonna read it to y'all. Cause oh my goodness, it just brought tears to my eyes. Almost like. I'm crying on the inside. Let's read it. And I wrote this love note to myself as if like this is the type of love note that I would want to receive. And instead of being a hopeless romantic and saying, I wish somebody would do this for me. No shade, no shade, babe, no shade, no shade. But instead of being a hopeless romantic and saying like, I wish somebody would do this for me, I did it for myself. I did it for myself, and it just hits a little bit harder because it's from me. Like it just hits a little bit harder. Dear beautiful, started right there. I love you so much. I love how your brain runs rampant. I love how you care so deeply about others. I love your ambition. I love how thoughtful you are. I love how you see things in a different light. You are so creative. I love how, despite being scared, you do things outside of your comfort zone. Yes, you may overthink everything that ever happened to you in life and overanalyze every scenario and situation you've ever been in. Yes, you may be embarrassed about things you've done and said, but you made all of those embarrassing memories being yourself. It's okay not to be perfect. It's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to do something that isn't cool. Keep being yourself, Siani. Keep blossoming. Keep blossoming. You'd be so scared to do things but end up inspiring many by putting yourself out there. You are beautiful inside and out. Stop comparing yourself to everyone and everything else. You are an individual, all caps. You don't have to be like anyone else. You shine bright being yourself. Stop crashing down on yourself. Hold your head high. See who you are and stop waiting for everyone else to tell you who you are. You are a diamond in the rough, a precious gem. Keep reaching for the stars. Never settle with anything. And I boxed up that anything. You are chosen. God has favor on you. You don't need to conform, and you never did. Keep shining bright and being authentically you, Siani. Stop looking down on yourself. You are beautiful. You have a beautiful spirit and soul. Stop pulling apart your appearance. You are super beautiful. I love your music taste and your weird snack combinations you love. I love how you have a spirit of justice and have empathy for people even if you don't know them. I love how you keep loving despite not being loved correctly. I love that you've never given up on love even when having heartbreaks, in parentheses, not just romantically. Never stop being you. Keep letting God transform you and keep blossoming into the butterfly you are destined to be. I love you so much, Siani. When I read this, y'all, I said, wow, wow. I'm going to cherish this for life. I'm going to read this in 2 years, in 1 year, in 5 years, in 10 years. And it's going to bring me to tears every single time I read it. Because in my life, I have not always shown myself this much love. It just amazes me that I could write myself a love letter like this when I hated my life and I hated myself. It just that when I can tell myself all the things that I love about myself when at one time I couldn't even list 5 things that I liked about myself. But I can write myself a 2 page because it's front and back, so it was 2 page. I can write myself a 2 page love letter. It's just it just it's a different feeling, honestly. It really is a different feeling. It really is a different feeling. Like you have to love yourself. And I know it's hard and sometimes it may seem superficial, but you just gotta keep trying. Like you definitely just gotta keep trying and keep doing it and keep pouring love into yourself until it just comes so natural to you and until it just doesn't feel fake and it's really exactly how you feel about yourself. Because everything that I wrote in here is the truth and nothing but the truth about how I feel about myself. And maybe I'll write another note and it'll be an extension of this and I'll keep writing myself love notes. So I wanted to share that with y'all because I just thought that that was so beautiful. And that was a month ago. So that was not even too long ago, but it just hits so different because I'm at 2 different stages of life. And I'm just like, dang, I forgot all about this. I forgot all about everything I wrote. And so I know when I read it in like a year or in a couple months, and I completely forgot about it. And then I see it again, I'm be like, what? I wrote this. Like, Victor, you really did this. Yeah, that just like really touched my heart. So yeah, thank y'all for tuning in. I hope that y'all enjoyed this episode because I really enjoyed making it and just being vulnerable and transparent with y'all. And I just pray over the podcast. I pray over whoever's watching. Um, that you know that you received the things I said, and that if it touched anybody, like y'all can DM me. Like I don't bite. Like I'm not mean or nothing like that. Like if anybody want to talk, you know you can like I'm very accessible. Like sometimes I be deactivating my gram, but I'm not gonna do it no more. I'm not gonna do it no more. But like I say, email, Instagram, all of that. Like y'all can reach out to me, because I would definitely love to hear from y'all and just love to hear how the podcast or how like a specific episode has impacted you or how it has touched your life. So don't be shy to reach out, comment or anything. Um, and just thank you all. Like and subscribe and comment and stay tuned for the next episode.